Still, a significant portion of Uttar Pradesh is yet to vote on the Lok Sabha elections. And they're going to vote in the next three phases of the elections. And at this time, we have to look at how the situation of education is there in Uttar Pradesh. Because BJP has been elected to power both in the state and at the center from Uttar Pradesh for twice. In 2014 and in 2019, BJP was given overwhelming majority by the Uttar Pradesh people when it came to the Lok Sabha elections. The people of Uttar Pradesh gave a big majority for the BJP, and this has been the pattern for both at the union level and at the state level. BJP has been given mandate after mandate because they enjoy the trust of the people. At least that's what the logical conclusion is. So when given that kind of majority and given that kind of trust, how the BJP has delivered for Uttar Pradesh, especially when it comes to education. This is what we are going to see in this video. This is Youturn. I'm Ramasamy Jayaprakash. Uttar Pradesh, it is the most populous state of India, and if Uttar Pradesh has to be a different country, a separate country of its own, if that is the case, it could be in the top 10 for most populous countries in the world. That's how much number of people live in one state. A small, tiny geographical piece of land in terms of the larger universal scale or even at the national scale. In that scale, so many people live, and with so many aspirations and so many dreams that could come with that number of people, how are they given education by the state government of Uttar Pradesh? For that, we have to see one important metric, and that metric is the number of schools that are there in Uttar Pradesh. This is very important because the number has come down drastically. When you compare it with 2017 and 2018 numbers, the numbers have gone down in terms of overall numbers. It has dropped down by 24,000 and above. And when it comes to government schools, it has seen the most number of drops. So many schools in government schools in UP have been closed down, and some of it have been replaced by the private schools, but that is not enough. It is not enough to overcome that difference. Number of schools that are being closed down is not matched by the number of private schools that are being opened. So that is the precarious situation that UP is in now compared to the recent past. We need not see some very long back. Just 5 years ago, UP had more schools than what it is having today. Now let's see how much money Uttar Pradesh is allocating for education in their state budget. The revised estimate for 23 and 24 for that financial year, the number is around 65,000 crores. It is well short of what it was budgeted for that financial year. And for the next financial year, that is the ongoing financial year, 24 and 25, for this financial year, they have budgeted 1 lakh crores. But when you compare this with a smaller state, both in terms of land area and in terms of population, Tamil Nadu, you have to see how different the picture is. Why we are comparing it with Tamil Nadu? Because it is always in the news. UP has overtaken Tamil Nadu when it comes to GST collections. This month's GST collections was more in UP than in Tamil Nadu. So UP is growing faster than Tamil Nadu. And overall economy, the GDP size of UP is bigger than Tamil Nadu. So UP is greater than Tamil Nadu. UP is performing better than Tamil Nadu. That is the kind of image that is being portrayed in the country, especially by people from the BJP, both in Tamil Nadu and in the rest of the country as well. So we have to compare it with Tamil Nadu. When you compare it with Tamil Nadu, you get this picture. Tamil Nadu is spending 49,700 crores for the financial year 23 and 24. For 24 and 25, Tamil Nadu has allocated 52,000 crores and a little bit above that. For a state that has 3 times the population of Tamil Nadu, it should theoretically be spending 3 times the amount of money than Tamil Nadu. But that is not the case. It is not even twice when it comes to 23 and 24 numbers. At least for 24-25, the budgeted estimate is twice the amount of what Tamil Nadu is going to spend. But like in the previous year for Uttar Pradesh, which did not spend the amount allocated in the budget, it actually underspent. So if it ends up underspending for this coming financial year as well, it could be less than twice the rate. Even if UP manages to spend all the money on education that it had allocated, even in that case, it is only twice the amount of money, not thrice as it should be. Why this number is important? That is because 3 times the number of students are writing 10th exams in UP. For reference, in 2024, 8 lakh 94,000 students wrote exams, 10th exams in Tamil Nadu. In UP, the number is 27.5 lakhs. So, when three times the number of students are there, three times the amount of money should be spent for education. When it is not being done, it will show in results. When I say results, it's not the percentage of marks that the students are getting, but the kind of infrastructure that UP is able to put up. UP has performed badly across the board. In any metric you see, UP has performed poorly, not just compared to Tamil Nadu, you compare it with most states, UP is performing poorly. Why? Because they are not able to spend enough amount of money on education. We'll only see a few of the metrics in this video, and we'll start with the amount of health checkups that are being in the schools of UP. Only 40% of the schools in UP are able to conduct medical checkups. That's a very simple thing. Medical checkup is one of the easiest things for a state government to do or for the school to do, but even that 60% of the schools in UP are not able to do. And when you factor in the kind of libraries that UP schools have, the number of schools that does not have is around 23-24 percentage. Most schools do not have a library or a book bank or a reading corner. Any of these facilities are not available in 23% of the schools. And to make matters worse, many schools do not even have computers. In fact, 75% of the schools do not have a functional computer. Only around 25% of the schools have a functioning computer, and out of those 25% of the schools, only 21% of the schools have a working internet connection. If these numbers did not shock you already, the following number will definitely shock you. Around 20% of the schools in UP do not even have a functioning electricity connection. Most schools, like around 19 to 20% of the schools, are literally in the dark. They don't even have lights through electricity. That's how bad the situation that is there in UP. If you have this kind of poor infrastructure, this is definitely going to affect the students, and it is affecting the students. The retention rate in the schools of UP is a paltry 42% when it comes to 11th and 12th standard. And the GER ratio for 11th and 12th standard is just 50%. The GER ratio for higher education, that number is only 23%. For reference, Tamil Nadu has more than 47 percentage, twice that of UP. I can go on and on about this because there are so many metrics that I can pull from this one report from the union government. But I'm going to stop here because if you want, you can always go and find out the report for yourself and you can go through the numbers. But this gives an overall picture of how bad the situation is in UP. And instead of developing it, instead of improving it, it has gone in the reverse. The number of schools in UP have come down. I can't find any logical reason as to how this number of schools being closed down is going to help the scenario in UP. How this is going to improve the kind of education that students get in UP, we really don't know. But one thing is certain. Instead of keeping all the focus on important issues like education and jobs, the election cycle, especially in North India and especially in UP, is always focused on religion and other non issues. Some issues that are not even the actual issue. Everything is being sensationalized. What a person's belief is, what's a person's food habits, what a person is doing, what a person's ancestry is, all that is being given a lot of importance in the political scenario of UP, and even the Prime Minister is not addressing any of these issues. He is not promising, okay, I'm going to do all these things. This is the kind of situation that UP is in now. I'm going to improve UP's education scenario by this much. That is not the kind of promises that the Prime Minister is making. The Prime Minister is coming out and saying that if India Alliance parties are winning, if India Alliance parties come to power, they will take a bulldozer and demolish the Ram temple. This is the kind of talk that the Prime Minister is giving. And the Prime Minister goes on and on about Hindu Muslim, and when asked about it, he says, no, I never do that. And the state Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, even he is not different from this because he in the past has said this election is about 80 versus 20. That is, Hindus versus Muslims. That is the kind of chief minister UP has, and this is the kind of prime minister that UP produced, because he is someone who has been elected from UP. Most prime ministers come from UP, they are elected from UP, and the same continues for Narendra Modi as well. Such an important state that always chooses who the prime minister is going to be. That state is not given justice when it comes to education. Of course, you can blame all the previous parties that have ruled UP in the past, but for the past 10 years, BJP has been in power at the center. And since 2017, for the past 7.5 years, BJP has been in power in the state as well. At least some questions need to be raised towards the BJP when it comes to jobs, education, and healthcare, because these are the bread and butter issues of people that are going to affect them on a day to day basis, not religion, not a temple. Thank you.